Hi everyone, I'm at the construction site of the Annabella Hill project. For those of you who have been following my video reports, there was a report about 6 months ago when we visited this place. That was the moment when the developer had just bought the land and this project was just starting. We've been involved in this project from the very beginning, from the land purchase, helping to develop the layouts and everything else as well. And today, the project is already in the construction phase. Construction began in October. This project will be completed in the spring or summer of 2027. Now, I want to say a little bit about this project's origins, how it was created. Well, right now you will see these incredible views from here on your screen, and it is truly just $1 million view. There are simply no other views quite like this in all of Las Terrenas. I am absolutely certain that this project will be the single best project in Las Terrenas of everything here once it is finally built. So, it all started quite simply. The developer purchased the land, and that is exactly when we flew out here to get things started. That was actually the very first official report that we ever produced from this specific project. And when I finally came to this massive hill, and the hill is really very high, it's like, I don't know, the panoramic view will be just as if you're standing in a busy downtown area on the 20th floor of a tall building. There, the ocean view. The question then arose as to who would design the project itself, the architect. This project is relatively small, consisting of only 29 apartments, and naturally, the overall budget was quite tight. This meant we couldn't just go to some top-tier famous architect and so on. But then a very interesting story happened that I want to tell you. The thing is, the developer personally knows one of the best architects in all of New York City, though I won't mention names here. And this gentleman is quite elderly now, nearly 80 years old, and of course, naturally his services are very expensive. There was absolutely no question of him doing this project himself, but the developer called him anyway just to consult and ask for his advice on who else might be able to deliver a good project for a budget-friendly price. The answer was, what's there to look for? My grandson just opened an architectural firm, and that's how this project was created. It was that renowned architectural firm that originally designed this entire project. The project is quite unique in that they managed, I must say, to strategically place 6 buildings ranging from 2 to 4 stories high. And every single apartment in this project has an absolutely breathtaking and panoramic ocean view. Below is the town of Las Terrenas, and in the evening, when it's all lit up with twinkling lights, it's just such a spectacular view. It is completely and utterly indescribable. Yeah, and that's how this project came together. Today it's already under construction. The project is currently 70% sold, but there are still apartments available here, and again, there are no bad apartments here. People call me up and they say, oh, 70% of all the apartments are already sold out, and it's possible that it's just not the right time to buy anymore. That's absolutely not the case, because all the apartments here are practically the same. And it's designed so uniquely that no single apartment overlooks another. Every apartment feels like you're all alone on this massive lush hill. On the right side, by the way, it's very interesting to note that there's a grand mansion built right there, and it is actually a world-famous yoga school. There's a small local hotel there, and many people visit it. It's just over 1 kilometer from here to the beach, the best beach in Las Terrenas. And well, it's just so incredibly beautiful all around. There are still a few apartments available for sale here, but not many are left. These are all 2-bedroom apartments. There are no small units here. The apartments are quite large, roughly 120 to 125 square meters. And the current cost of the apartments right now is around $250,000 to $260,000 for an apartment like this. And one more interesting point, well, I've mentioned this many times in my previous videos. The thing is, in the Dominican Republic, when you buy at the early stage of construction, it is actually the exact opposite of what happens back in Toronto, right? Meaning, at the start of construction, it's much cheaper than when it's finished. There's nothing ready built in this area. There's another project being built down below. It doesn't block the views from this project in any way. That residential project is now entirely sold out. It is scheduled to be completed at approximately the same time as the Annabella Hill development. And of course, once the project is finished, these apartments will be worth a great deal more money. By the way, When the project originally first started, which was exactly 6 months ago, we did an appraisal of the project, what price to sell at, and so on. And the property appraisal came back 15 or 13% higher than the prices we're selling at right now. We are the exclusive brokerage firm for the sale of this project, so all sales go directly through us. That is the situation we are looking at right now, and that is what is happening here today. And I congratulate those who have already bought apartments in this project. I hope you enjoy this video. You can see that construction is underway. In literally just about 2 months from now, once all of the electricity and everything else is fully connected, there will be live webcams installed on site so that you can easily monitor the progress of the project. The final completion is currently set for the spring or the summer of 2027. See you next time on the channel.